Almost 5 good years without touching body. No good man will waste your precious time for 5 good years. Even the 6 months they stay with you will be like 10 good years to any good man. So they wouldn't want to waste your precious time. Before the 6 months, they will let you know, even before the 6 months, without touching you, they will let you know that it's not working. That is how to know good men. Not the one that will keep you for 5 good years and tell you at the end of the day that it's not working. Or the one that will continue to sleep with you round the clock of the 5 good years. And at the end of the day, he tells you it's not working, or you are not a wife material, or we are not meant to be. No, such people are not good men. So, Alex Ekubo, this is a calculated voice note. You were selective with your words. Even when you said you are waiting for her response, you still recorded it to tell you you were intentional with everything that is happening. It could be you never liked this girl. You just wanted her to prove your big boyism, to run show for people to know you can actually date a big girl and beautiful girl like Fancy Acholonu. Another thing is Alex could actually have another woman he's deeply in love with who had maybe probably a blood covenant with him. So he used Francis' precious time to catch cruise. My correct people, the one that is on ground now is that ex-Big Brother's housemate, Venita Akpoforo, don't carry her mouth chook for this Alex Ekubo and Francis matter where they go online on social media. I beg my people, make I read on wetin she post, make una see with una eyes, so una no go say na getting right with Olivia talk am. And I read what she wrote. Abeg, make una get out. There are women who have had all their teeth knocked out and are homeless with their children on the street. Some are lied to and contracted life diseases. So much pain and trauma. Is it because they are not with public figures who is telling their story? My darling, abeg o, if anything happen to you, you no tell your story, how will people know what you have passed through? And besides, Queen May is telling the story of every woman who has passed through this kind of a thing. So if you didn't tell your own story, it is not Francis' fault that you didn't tell your own story. Please note this very well. Let's take the second one she wrote. She said, this girl sha won't be easy for future partners to build trust with you at all. Almost every woman in this world has at some point been deceived, betrayed, cheated on. It's wrong, but nobody died. There are no kids, property, or legalities involved. What is actually your motive? She's asking Fancy Acholonu. My darling, why should you ask her this type of question? Someone that was cheated after 5 good years of a good relationship, like no touching, she endured all that, believing that, oh, someday he's going to come by, he's going to change, the guy giving her hopes and all that. And you're asking her what is her motive, like she shouldn't cry. For the fact you don't want to cry does not mean she cannot cry. I don't know what is wrong with us Africans. I don't know. For a woman who is crying, you are a woman as well. You have to come out and console her and tell her it's okay, it's gonna be fine. And not you telling her, oh, I beg, make her hear. Are you the woman in Alex Ekubo's life now? This one where they hurt for Fancy Acholonu like this. You know, things are really happening these days. Oh, like Blessing CEO said that the man she's getting married to is a widower and is IVD, that is late Bimbo's husband. You guys know him now, the guy that deals with cars, that sells cars and all that. Now she use her mouth talk am, oh, no be getting ready with Olivia talk am. You can go and verify. Yes, things they happen now. So, Venita, come out to the open and let us know why you are hurting like this. Let's take few comments that people dropped immediately. Venita dropped this her write-up. The first person wrote and said her motive is that Alex and his family wants to make her look worthless, as if she's desperate for the relationship. Thank God it backfired them all. They treated her as if she has no family. Now her family wants her to go out there and let the world know what happened. I am expecting Alex's family to ask for another public apology. Pride can kill and destroy someone. It has destroyed your Alex, so go and sleep. We have seen you. Another commenter wrote, I am supporting Vanessa. Fancy is so childish. Queen May has shown us the meaning of silence is gold. Another commenter also said, this is the funniest breakup in history. Then another commenter, the last comment we are going to take because there was so many comments, but this is the last one we are going to take for this video. She is very right. A woman that talks too much is a weak woman. Now, my queens and kings, listen carefully to this leaked audio video of Alex Ekubo and his ex-fiancée, Fancy. Just listen, make una see am by una say, make una hear am, make you no be say na person tell you say see wetin happen. Listen and hear it from the horse's mouth, how everything happened.
Tell you what to do or anything. I genuinely am exhausted, and I think I've come here to do what I intended to do. Just see you and whatnot, get this done, whatever it takes to make you feel you see my remorse and whatnot. Even if I battled or not, at the end of the day, I clicked the share button as the first time. So I'm at peace. And I hope you are too. And that's what I wanted to say. I didn't want you to get off the phone like that. There's no need. People are already fighting over our house. There's no need for us to fight. I think it's just too agitated, and I am concerned that your triggers or it gets there. And if I'm seeing that's happening, I think I need to just take a step back and let you breathe. Do whatever you feel is good for you. I've done my own part. Okay? So, have fun tonight or whatever you plan on doing. You could chill at home. Chill. If you have fun. If not, I'm going to watch some good movies tonight. And that's all. Okay? You just take care of yourself.
Yeah, I don't like how our last call ended as well. I feel like you said, there's so much happening and there are too many people fighting on our behalf, and let me just categorically say, I got upset from you not asking for a response, from you saying, oh, my family and friends are asking, and that triggered me. That triggered me. That was what led me to, being upset and saying, and I asked you categorically, I said, when we've been having these conversations back and forth, did I promise any acknowledgement to the post? You said no. Just the same way I've said from the beginning, this is not a post to guarantee that we're going back in a relationship. But if we want to talk and be cordial to each other, this is a first step to righting a wrong. I've had time to think about it and said, if Fancy does this post, what am I going to write? What am I going to say? And even after this call, I took time to breathe. After you calling, I took time to breathe and even ask myself, what do I really want to say right now in this heightened tension of everywhere? That would not turn this again into another roller coaster. Because you know that you and I are not there. We are not in a relationship. We're not back in a relationship to say, oh, I'm coming to say, I still love you too, Fancy, or let us take this back. Because that would be a clear position of, okay, this is what we're doing, to hell with anybody. Now, anything lukewarm is that I'm saying that there are three answers in this. Let's get this right. Is that you're coming to say, oh, I love you too, Alex forever, and that is the position. But between me, you, and God, we know that we're not there. So that is not the truth. Now, it's either I come out to bash you, obviously, which would never happen from my side. That is another response. Now, the third one would be a lukewarm answer. that is neither here nor there. Which is why when you told me, I said, okay, you tell me what you want me to write or how you want me to acknowledge. The third one would be a lukewarm answer, which will be taken again out of context and respond into various things that we don't even need right now. It's like me saying, oh, it's okay, it is well. Something as harmless as that, and they begin to go with, oh, what is well? What is it's okay. Da, 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 da. After your post, I called you twice. I said, I appreciate you for what you did. It doesn't have to end this way. It doesn't have to be this way. We don't need to have that fight. Personally, I think, like I have always been, just maintain a silence. If I respond on this, it's going to be heightened times 24. And you know that. Let us maintain our thing and continue our communication in private and how we are healing. What you did was necessary for the action that was taken at the time. And I'm really saying this from a place of I really, really don't want us to keep going back and having all these quarrels. No, you will always be my friend. This is moving forward. I'm a very careful person. This is not about looking cool or sounding cool. When it was the bad one that was said, I also did not say anything. So you don't look as if, oh, now I've said it, I've told myself one of the boss. I know it looks a type of, you might be feeling a type of way, or people coming to, the comments are everywhere. I'm seeing it. But people are also giving you credence and saying, you're a good person for coming to apologize. Nobody have ever apologized and people have killed the person for apologizing. I stole from you, for instance. I am sorry. I have acknowledged. If you want to now arrest me, it's a different ballgame. So just the comments are a lot, is dragging here and there. Wither your storm, just stay through it, stay calm. This too shall pass. There's nothing, it's like da, 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 da. I really don't want to fan the fire. The only reason why this had to happen was because it was important. It needed to happen. So,
can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to say it very clear because I can't lie on you. It needed to happen and you needed this. Okay? And it's okay because between you, I, Iffy, and many people they have told, we know the core. You gave me 3 examples and none of them, as far as say we're back or we're this or we're that, silent treatment will never be the way, especially when we did this together.
Fancy, I just asked you a question. I said, okay, what do you want me to write? Hold on.
Well, let me answer because I called
and you told me, hold on, you told me you would get back to me. You took over 30 minutes or so and you called me back again to say that there's nothing you have to say.
What? Okay, I told you I'll call you back. No matter what has been posted today, yesterday, literally, no response is the worst thing.
Fancy, what do you do? What would you want me to say?
Hold on, let me finish. Don't get reactive. If you don't agree, it's me react. If I did this, woke up one day on my own and did it, I get it. But in anybody that has any kind of empathy in this will not tell me, you do this. And if I say this, people might say this, as if we're not already there. Your silence on this will not be something I feel. Nobody else, you and me, is the right thing to do. I don't even care if it's an emoji that says, God is good, we should all be, and we never speak again. I will not tell you what to write because I'm not going to tell you how to make things right. No. Because then you feel maybe the way I'm slightly feeling right now. I'm telling you that I wouldn't do all this. Someone does this all for me. I'm living in Australia. This all happened. My ex, this. Ain't no way tomorrow I'm going to start posting my adverts and not acknowledge someone knowing what we've been through this entire year together behind the scenes. That would not be okay. But you're a human being. You can do whatever you want. At the end of the day, I wouldn't do that. If we're basing off my year, what I did before, and you haven't let those go, you haven't seen my actions, what I've done, me coming here, me posting it, if you don't feel it genuinely because you say you forgive or whatnot, to me, to say absolutely nothing in the next, as soon as possible.
Chai, see fine and touched girl. How man go dey into a relationship with this kind fine girl, you no go touch am for good 5 years. No be juju be that. Note, im fellow members gay have confirmed his membership. So, as we dey reason about this soul matter, make we dey put one and two together. And also, my correct people, please make una help me ask Venita, since she didn't talk about her own marriage that God deserves, how many men dey for queue for marriage in her life? Abi she don remarry or to remarry no dey her diary again? Fancy, just thank your God that you didn't give him suggestions on what to write. If not, he would have presented it to you the way he presented these recordings, he did this audio that he did. He would have presented that document the same way he presented this ones right before you. Just thank your star. My awesome queens and kings, please let's continue this down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about this whole brouhaha that is happening between Alex Ekubo and his ex-girlfriend Fancy. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your mind about this whole stuff that is going on between him and his ex-girlfriend Fancy. Thank you so much for all you do here.